It's a brief, I just told you a brief idea, but it's a big, it's like a 1 or 2 hours explanation. I just tried to show you an overview. So just tell me what all you think to be covered. Otherwise, shall I start with a VLOOKUp?
Yeah. A VLOOKUp and then some basic formulas. And yes, we can go on and on from
Okay, no issue. Every formula is
tomorrow.
important. The course is designed accordingly.
Okay.
So
Tomorrow,
later, I will share you the link, or might be you already have a link. Go to the Wi-Fi learning course simply, and you can search your Excel, and you will find this content here, and advanced Excel and Excel. So simply you can read more, and you will find this course content. Okay. So accordingly, you can decide.
okay.
But now we are going to start the course. Okay. So I start here with a VLOOKUp. Okay. So before the VLOOKUp, I show you what the topic I'm going to cover in the VLOOKUP. Sorry. This is the basic topic inside of VLOOKUP, what we will cover. Like there are almost 26 concepts inside of VLOOKUP, and we will cover all the VLOOKUP, each and every concept, okay? Gradually. So now, like, it's an extract match, VLOOKUP, if error handling, hash and error if, date validation, VLOOKUP formula element, name range, horizontal, that's called a Hlookup, approximate match, which called as a true and false. 10th number, VLOOKUP with a different sheet, different workbook, whole record, like a dynamically column header name, columns function, rows function, match function also. Match function will help you to make a dynamic lookup. 16 number, two lookup, double lookup, and 17th number, similarly achieving the same thing with the choose function. 18 partial lookup, like using the search function, mid function, right function. That's also partial lookup match. Using the removing the space using the trim function, first column space, choose function, getting the data from the 3 different tables, and VLOOKUP with the match, and last these 2 variable rate, which is the concept of the approximate match. And 926 dynamic range with table feature. Dynamic range, it means using the name manager.
Sorry.
Dynamic range, it means using name manager concept I'm talking about.
Okay.
So firstly, see here. Yeah. So here it's R table, and now starting from here. This is a R table, and we are using to apply the VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, it means that like I will have to find out the price according to the name of the boomerang. Suppose here I use a boomerang name, it's like a sunset. So I have to find out its a price. So I will simply use VLOOKUP. So it's showing you a few parameters, like first parameter is a lookup value. Lookup value, it means that on the basis of you want to get the output. So my lookup value would be boomerang, which is the sunset. On the basis I want the price. So I will select here, take that value. Okay. So make a comma and take a table array. Table array, it means the range in which you want to fetch out the data. So keeping always in your mind the boomerang, unlike a lookup value must be the first column in your data. Like I want to start the boomerang, so I will take selection from this. If I was finding using the price part, part number, then I will start from selection like this way.
Okay.
But now boomerang is the year, so I will start selection from this point. And my price is here, so till the price we have to capture it. Okay. So the already name manager has been used, but now I'm not going to show you the name manager. So whatever the range you want to take it, you can take it all the range. So simply I taken this entire range, and now I say here make a comma. After the table array, make a comma. So third parameter, it's talking about the column index. Column index, it means that what is the number of the position of the columns from that you want to get output. So I'm talking about I want as a price as an output. So price column would be column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, and 4. Price column, it's a fourth column. So I simply say fourth. And at last, that is the square parameter. It means that it's under the square bracket parameter. Okay. So if anything inside a square bracket, it means an optional parameter. You want supply or you want to skip that, no issue. But now my suggestion is that always use false. You can say FALSE, or you can simply put here 0, 0 for false and 1 for true. So best suggestion is that always try 0. That is stand for the false. And press enter. Now you notice that price is okay. So sunset, its a price is a $20.95. That is the same. Now if you want change here, balance, price automatically be changed with respect to the balance.
Yeah.
So I think you already know about the basic lookup.
No, only now I'm learning.
Okay, no issue. So here it's a price per unit, and you want to have to get a total price. It means the for 3 units.
Yeah.
So simply make a multiplication here, price, which is coming here. It's coming dynamically as the price change. So now make a multiplication.
Yes.
And multiply by this area, which is the 3. It's always be multiplied dynamically. And whatever you want, like now you want to quad, so you will find accordingly the value. So quad price is a 35.95. So 35.95 unit is 3. So it will be multiplied by this, and now final output is here. Okay. It's a case unsensitive. It means it's no matter whether you are writing uppercase, lowercase, always it's the similar for the Excel. Okay. Your output always be true. So here are the some basic understanding. For a basic understanding, I mentioned here a note. First column here lookup value. The same thing I said, it's mentioned here for your brief idea. You can read it later as a note. Now come to here. So suppose if something is not in your product item, so how do you manage that? Okay. So same thing is here also. And now I'll talk about that is the balance. Okay. And I want to fetch out the same price. Similarly, VLOOKUP formula is there.
Select that cell.
Yeah. And take a range. Oh, sorry. Make a comma. And price is the column number 4 and 0. Same here. Do multiply by this. Multiply by this. Now its price is 18. But what happens if someone comes here and put other value that is not existing in your records? So like if someone try to find like Suzuki. So it's #NA.
Yeah.
So it means that #NA. So if any normal user and who is not much expert in Excel, so might be other employee or office management, so he will not exactly what means the #NA and might be confused. So to tackle this situation, like something is not in your data or something a formula issue, So you can manage this error. Okay. So we have the two mechanisms to handle this error. First is that if it's a hash an error. Hash an it means it's a not available. Not available
Yeah.
means Suzuki is not available in your data. Not available, and for not available. So if such a situations here, then you have a two function. So in terms of talking about Excel, there are some function like if na. So see here carefully, if na, it's accepting two parameter. First parameter is a value, and second parameter is a if na, value if na. It means that if any value is coming directly, it's okay, then it would be not executed and value would be printed in your formula. If there is an error, then this value would be printed here. It may be your message, it may be any formula, whatever you think. Okay. So the same concept I use here. It's about if na. And second one is the each na. Each na, it will only give you true or false. If there is an hash an error, then it will say a true. Okay. Otherwise, it will say false. Talking like that, I copy this formula. Okay. I see here how I'm copying this. I'm copying after the equal symbol. Okay. I'm not copying entire. I'm excluding the equal.
Equal.
You copy, then its reference would be changed. When you copy in this method, the reference would not be changed. Your reference would be saved, and your formula will keep on working properly. So see here, firstly, I said if na. So I put this formula and not found. Not in data, yeah, whatever you think, you can give your custom message. Okay.
Okay.
So see here, it's referring to the Suzuki. So Suzuki is not in our data. So that's I said a message not in data. So user will understand, oh, Suzuki is not. So that's why this is the message box. Same thing I can do here to understand very clear. So anyone will understand that Suzuki is not in a data. That's why an error. Okay. And if I make it a belen, then you will find value, directly value. Then I said this would not be executed. If it's a value, like here is a value, then you will get the value and it would be skipped out automatically. So that's a good idea to do with such a situation. So if it's a talking about, I was talking about if na, but see another things, which is the is na. Is na, yeah. Is na only tell you the story, sorry, tell you whether, see here, it's accepting only a single parameter. So it will accept only the single formula. So now you will say, this time it will say false. False, it means that it's not has na. It means is, so you know that is na. It means it's not an error. Okay, that's why it's saying a true. So do not think that it's a false. False means it's a value. That's why it's saying a false. It's not is na. It's like a question mark, na? You can pick it. So see here, now if I say Suzuki, then you will say, sorry, you will notice it's a true. It's a true because it's an error. That's why it's been true. It was checking as an error. So if error, it's a true. But it only can tell you true or false. So you can understand that there is an error or not error. Okay.
Okay. So, one doubt, Kumar. So when this NA comes, no, sometimes it also comes for formula error, right?
Yeah.
So if this if NA or something we use, then we know it's not a formula error, but there is no data. That is why this is coming.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
There are three kinds of the error handling. I'm talking about each and everything. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And third is the if error. If error, it's an error handling that will accept all the kinds of the error. Okay. So see here, when I applied this, suppose I have how many columns in this range? I'm talking about in this range. There are only 4 columns. Okay, है ना? So अगर मैं फॉर्मूला में मैं यहाँ पे 10 डाल दूं मैं 10 कॉलम है उस रेंज में नहीं है ना?
नहीं है.
तो अब की बार जो हैश ने वाला एरर नहीं आएगा. जबकि इसमें अगर आप ध्यान से देखो तो मेरा वो वाला एरर नहीं है. या मैं कह दूं कि इसमें से एक पैरामीटर ही ना दूं मैं, एक पैरामीटर ही मैं इसमें से गायब कर दूं मैं. VLOOKUP में 3 पैरामीटर लगता है ना, कभी कॉलम 0 तो हो नहीं सकता है ना.
Yeah.
So if I try to enter, then you will see it's a value error. Value error, it's a different thing. Because it can say value is available or not available, but it's saying not in data or value error. So it means that your formula got failed. And suppose you are referring this sheet, this data referring this sheet, you know how to refer VLOOKUP on a different sheet? You know or not?
No, don't know.
Okay, no issue. So similarly,
today is ABCD of VLOOKUP.
Okay, no issue. It's okay. That's why I asked you to explain the better way.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this situation, that's a different kind of error. It means a formula error also. Or maybe someone delete this some data, so that maybe also your formula got fails. So in this situation, there is also another kind of the error handling, which is called the if error. If error, it can handle all the error. So exactly like you are giving to the column number 10, that's an also error. See here, that is the VLOOKUP formula. I say here, I want the output from column number 14, that's an error.
Yes.
However, I'm giving here correct output. So that's a reference error. But this if na has na, it can only tackle the available like data availability error, but it's a reference error, so that cannot be handled with the if na or is na. So that can be handled with a if error. If error can tackle all kinds of the error, but bad thing is that you have to do a precise error, so that yeah, I'm saying sorry. Simply I copy this VLOOKUP. Okay. Error. I paste this formula here and I give a message for the value error. First is the value for the VLOOKUP. It will deliver the value. And second parameter, if this delivering value fails, get any error, then this message would be executed here. Okay, value error. So I'm saying something wrong. Okay.
Okay.
So it's something wrong because it's a reference error. Now, if I say column number 4, earlier it was a 14, but now I say it's a 4, then you find a value. Okay. So bad thing with this is that, so you can say positive things and negative things also, like it cannot telling you precise error. Precise error, it means like I say here, again I say Suzuki. So now I say Suzuki, it's a reference error. So again, it's showing something wrong. So exactly we are not getting what's the issue. So if someone can tell this data is not available, like this error, not in data. So it's easy to understand that this value is not available in here. But when you are not in a specific understanding, then how someone can decide that what kind may be the error. So I will again explain this if error, no worry. Let us move to the next level. Okay. So I hope you understand what's about hash NA error and if NA is NA. Okay.
Yes. To an extent, I'll need a revision. I'll look at the recording.
Okay, sure. That would be great. If error, you can simply take if error can tackle all kind of the error.
Yes.
Similarly, you know very well that any number cannot be divided by 0. 2 divided by 0 is not possible. You know that? It's infinite. Okay. But this error cannot be tackled with FNM. Because it's a different thing. It's not talking about availability. It's a formula error.
Yes.
So these try to tackle this if any.
Okay.
You will notice it will be fail. I say error message. So now you see that this error message not executed. However, I try to this. But what happens if I say if error, it easily can tackle that. I say error message here. This can handle that error message. It means message executed. But this was failed to do with that message.
Yes.
Okay. So it means if NA can work only if something is not available in the data, hash an error.
Yeah.
The error may be formula error like reference error. Like you are saying you have range only 4, but you are asking about 10, 15 column. That's a reference error.
Reference error.
Yeah, it's also a formula error, reference error. Similarly, formula error like Vlookup asks for the 4 parameter and you are giving 10, 15 parameters. So that's also an error. So each kind of the error you can do tackle with that. So all the rest of the error handling you can use if error. So if like a hash an error, then you can go with the each NA or if NA. That's great for you. I hope it's clear for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now as we give a proper output, then it will. So now I will use if NA here. I will take not in data.
Okay.
So someone again try to put here belen. So it will give and not in data. Or you can see here
the spelling is
incorrect spelling. Yeah, similar message you can deliver here. So he will check their out like spelling. Okay. Now come to the data validation. A validation, it means like a validity to check the inputs validity. So similarly here, someone can make a typo error or something. Someone can write here Suzuki and so on. But you want the user to restrict to enter only specific value. So you can do the data validation. So data validation has a shortcut. Here I also mentioned Alt DL to open the data validation window box. Otherwise here, go to the formula data validation. Yeah, inside the data menu bar, there is a validation. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Just yeah, this is the data validation control. Click here, or you can simply press where you want to apply the data validation. I want to apply here row number 25, only this position. Yes. I'm not selecting this all, I'm selecting a single cell. Okay. So if you want to apply the data validation in this area, then you will select that specific range. Okay? Yeah. So I'm selecting only this range and I'm pressing Alt DL. You do not have to press and hold. Simply press one keyword after one. Okay. I'm talking about like that. Alt P and L. I'm not asking about to hold each keywords. Okay. So I say here, see here, you have to select the list. Okay, list. So now in a source box, list. So here is some controls. Automatically it's disabled and enabled. So you need not worry about that. Okay. So take a source. So what's the source here? So source is this. A source, it means that only this value can be accepted here. and row number 25. Okay, so simply okay, it's kind of an address. Okay, like this, or you can type here manually A5 to A12, whatever is suitable, you can do that. So you can just okay. And now you notice that when your mouse is here and you try to write something, you can write only if it's a correctly. If something is incorrect, then it will not accept. And when you try to go, it will throw an error. Okay. So here is an also drop down menu box, and you can navigate it to select the specific input. So all the inputs are coming from here. That is here.
The drop down menu box, how did it come?
It comes automatically with the data validation.
Validation. Okay, got it.
So you can select here. It's a good idea to restrict the something incorrect input. Someone tried to write it Suzuki, or someone tried to hear Belen in a typo error, single spelling, then it will throw an error. It will not allow to incorrect. So if I directly try to write here with the correct spelling, then it will accept no error. Okay. And now I will apply Vlookup.
Okay.
So I'm talking about a price, which is the column number 4. And I always said try to the false match. That would be great for you. False or 0 are always the same, no issue. And do multiply with this. So it's the best approach to use your data validation. And see data validation, there are some more controls. Yeah. Now I see checklist. So here is the input message. So input message, see here, there are the two things, ignore blank in cell drop down. Ignore cells means if there is any blank cell, so that would not be captured in the list. I try to show here, like here is some names, okay, some person's name. Kumar, other name like it, E9. And here, just here, I'm making a data validation. In column K, I make it some little bit highlight. Okay. So I say here Alt DL, Alt DL, and now I source this area. Go here source, and I select this area, 4 area. Okay. So you will notice there is a blank, and yeah, the blank would be also come there if I uncheck here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a bad idea, no? So here it means that when you come here, then you can ignore that. So now I'm saying that you need not say that it's a good idea in a cell drop down to ignore blank. It means that it will ignore the blank. So now you can see there is a blank area. Now I have to ignore that. Alt DL. Ignore blank. So now you will see that blank would be ignored, I think. So why not it's being ignored? Alt DL. J2 to J5 ignore. Apply setting changes to all other cells with the same setting. J2 to J5 ignore blank. One second, I'm telling about this. I make here the validation. I say alter. Oh. And now Alt DL. Just I select this. Ignore. I do not say to ignore that. And drop down say. Sorry, Emma, it's not working very clear, and I can tell this tomorrow, but it's not a major issue. Rest thing we can see there. So it's about an input message. So input message, like when someone try to do the data validation, like someone try to incorrectly giving input, then it will throw error. So see there. Now I try to say here, like I write this and try to. So this is a specific message, but it's not any specific message. It's an inbuilt message. So it's not similar to understand what the situation with my data. Okay, like I want to say that this is incorrect name. So this kind of the message, which is the relevant message. It's saying this value does not match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. So it's not a specific message. I will say here custom message. So here I will say incorrect data, which is the title. And now I say here, please check name. Okay. So it's a showing, see here, that is a checkbox, show input message when cell is selected. It means the
this message
not,
will come.
Yeah, it's an input message. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Title. Input. Please type name. So it's input. It means when your mouse go here, then this message would be appeared automatically. It's error message here inside this type. So what kind of the error? There are the three kinds: stop, warning, information. Stopwatch is the high priority, warning is a little lower, and information it's just as a reminder. Yes. It's not a very strong error. This specific logo, see, notice, information is this, warning is this, and stop is this.
The red stop.
Yeah. So accordingly, what severity of the error you can use here. So I say here wrong input. So I say here, please correct name. So I do here check. Now see here, that is a checkbox. So error alert after invalid data is entered. If you do not check it, then it will not appear prompt this error. Okay. So that must be checked here. So now I said that when you select this, now it's input name, please write name. So this is the first, it's an input message box. It's not an error. Okay. So when I try to write something incorrectly and try to click or enter, then see here, this is the R error that I said in the error box, error type, wrong input, please give correct name. So if you want check here, then now you can go there and select the cell, then press Alt DL. So this is the error alert. I said here wrong input, please give in correct name, and input message when you take your mouse on the specific location where you applied already, then this is the input name, and please write name. And you want to clear all this validation, simply press clear all. So it been cleared all the settings. Okay. By default, all the settings are allowed as a any null. Okay, for any value. Any value, it means that whatever value you want to apply, you can do that. Similarly, here I have a column like an age column. Okay, I copy this name. And you have a condition like that age must be between 18 to 20, 18 to 30. Okay, so you want to do that, like if someone try to make an entry here like 15, then that must not be accepted. So similarly, same concept, select this area and press Alt DL, open the data validation box.
Yes.
And now see, select here like a whole number. So this is a between control. There are the n number of control, not between, equal to, not between. It means that you want not accept between 18 to 13. So it will accept like it can accept 15, 35, 16, because you are using not between. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying.
I got it.
Yeah. When you say 20, it will throw an error. But when you say between, then it will accept this range. Like I say here minimum, it must be 18, maximum, it's 13. So it will work accordingly. So decimal is the similar thing. It means it also accept the decimal value like 18.56. So not between, equal to it only accept the specific value. Like you want to say here must be always 100, then it will accept only 100. Okay. So it's about numbers. These are the number, less than or equal to, greater than, and so on. So it's talking about the number, whole number, list already cleared. And talk about the date. So date here is also the same way, greater than, less than, equal, between, not between, similar to the number. Okay, but here you have to supply the date, proper date. Like today is the 11th June. Okay, so 06/11/2020. Okay, so you want to take this only specific between this to this. Oh, sorry, 2020. Yeah, I say here 2020, 11th June to till today. So it will accept only between this date. Okay.
Got it.
Should I need to explain it again more?
No.
Or is it? Yeah.
It's fine.
So same way, time, text length. Yeah. Text length, you mean to say that you want to say someone that your name must be between, like many places you see that only 2 characters name is not accepted. Suppose your name is Hema. What's your name, full name? Sorry. Hema Rama. Okay. Suppose someone tries in a user form, you try to put your name like a HR, it would not accept it because 2 character name is not possible. So you can say that minimum must be 3 and maximum must be 20 character. Otherwise, someone can write down 100 numbers of the characters their name. So you can restrict that. Between, equal, so on controls are there. It's talking about text length. Okay.
Yeah.
So custom, it means that whatever you want to make any dependent formula, you can do that. Custom, for an example, I want to say I want to allow here same length as in your name. Suppose, yeah, let me take another. Incentive. No. Sales and incentive. 10, 20, okay. So I say here, now I want to apply here, and I was giving you situation custom. Custom, it means like whatever you can decide on your logic. Like I want to say here, I'm talking about this cell. This cell incentive must be half of the sales amount. Okay. So I'm saying about this. I'm taking single cell. When you are a new, take a single cell, always talking about the conditional formatting and data validation. This area must be divided by 2. Okay, so simply just okay, and now
Okay.
you will notice that data validation will be applied here. Okay, so my rule says that cells of the half can be incentive. I try to
5.
write down here 20.
It won't.
Sorry,
Oh,
now it's
how will it
accepted.
accept 20?
No, it must not. There may be something issue. Or 2.
D divided by correct only.
Will I just change it to all our cells with the same setting?
Six.
No, I already now I say oh sorry, again I have to say this equal.
Oh,
I explain why I saying this here. So Alt DL. Now let's see here. I am saying about P2 equal must be O2 of the half of the O2. Okay, very simple. It must be now. Yeah, it's working.
okay.
20 is already supplied, that's why it's showing not error. But now I say 5, it's okay, no error. Okay. So now you again try to 20, now it will throw an error because it's not of the half. So similarly here you can do the same thing. If you say 10, it accepts. If you say 20, 12, it's not accept.
Yeah.
Last time what I made this problems, it was like that. I'm saying it must be P2 equals P2 is this and this must be half of this. So that's why you need to make it completely very clearly needed to explain here. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So all the element we have done. If any confusion, you can ask me.
Sure. So Vlookup, they, in Excel we also can do between sheets, no?
Yeah, we can do between sheets, between workbooks.
Oh, okay, between workbooks also. So between two sheets, how to do it, Kumar?
Yeah, we are doing it's the next part also.
Next one, okay. Will you give me 1 minute? Can I
Yeah,
just take
please.
some water and come?
Yeah, please take it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So the next topic is about the name manager. A name manager, like you give a specific name to the specific range. Okay. So similarly, like you want to give this. Suppose you need to select this range again and again and again. Like this range is B5 to B12. So you can give it a specific name. Okay. Already here a name is given. Name manager is already given. Now I delete that name manager and I will use our own name manager. Okay.
Okay.
So see here, again I want to make a data validation using this. Okay. But what happens? It's not an easy to always type A5 to B12 like this way. Not DL. So I say here, I can select here, but sometimes it's not an okay to select, and I would prefer to write here A5 to A12. It's a little bit complex. If I make it here BOM RNG, it's a very easy to type here anywhere. So the same thing I'm talking about, I will give a specific name to the range. Okay. So here I'm going to say give a name to the range. So this area I'm giving name, it's a boomerang, like a boom RNG, okay, or BOM. So directly you can say here its name and here and press enter. Okay, it would be applied. So I'm not going to press enter. I skip and I cancel here, and I will go here formula. Formula, there is a name manager. So there are the define name, create selection. These all 3-4 things are the same. Okay. So inside a name manager, all this control you can see that. Define name, it means directly you can click here and name window come here. And when you go to the name manager, so simply click here new, whatever the name you want to give this name. And it's a better idea because you get a more controls over the name manager. So I want to give,
when the list is long, this is easy, no?
That's easy, and it's talking about the scope also. Scope, it means that I'm telling you, I'm giving its name as like a, when you are not giving any name, then it will take a first element. First element is a BELEEN. That's why by default it take. But I'm saying BOM RNG. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about the scope, like this name manager scope, how much seat or how long you want to access this. So workbook, it means that it would be access this name manager on this worksheet, all worksheet. Here you can see, if you see my mouse, there is approximate different table pull. So everywhere it would be accessible. But now some situation, no, I would not want to access other location because that may be confusing. If our report is too long. So I will say here, no, it must be access only this worksheet. Okay. Which name is the exact. So I say exact only. Okay. So now other location you can't access this other sheet, but this sheet you can access this. So it's also a good idea. So just say okay, and this is a range how much we have selected. Other range you want, then you can modify it again. Okay. Okay. Just press okay.
Yeah.
Now again, if you want to do anything, then you can do any other name manager for this table also, complete table. So now I make here, and now I say its name, this table, this area. So I say this table name is a V table. Sorry. It's for V table, VTBL, for Vlookup table I'm saying. So also I'm saying about this exact, it's not dependent upon that. Okay, it's a free. What if I want to make workbook, then I can do that. It means not that already we have taken exact, so this must be also exact. No, it's not. It's independent. So I'm saying this area must be completely from this to this range. Okay. So benefit of this is that when you copy paste reference, it would not be need to apply again and again dollar. Now this two area has been shown applied. So now you can see scope. Scope means it's the name of the sheet. How longer it's accessible. So it's only accessible to the exact sheet. Okay, this sheet only. Refer to it's telling you like it's address. It means A5 to A12. This range boomerang this. When you say it means A5 to D12, it means starting from this to this area.
The full column.
Yeah. So now if you want the read its value, you can read its value. Just make with of this column. So you can read Belen, Carlota, Majestic, Butte. You can read same thing. Okay.
Yes.
So similarly, Belen, it's not necessary, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Belen, this part number, so on and so on. Again, rest address Carlota and so on. So you can go with that. It's not necessary, but just I'm telling you. Just close it if no need. And here, if you want to increase some range, go to the edit and make here the range increase. Okay. Now, if B13, B12, so on, I can do that. Okay, this way or this way. Go to edit. Okay, and press OK. Now it's fine for me. Now I say here, OK. Now, yeah. So I'm saying about a name manager. So name manager I already used for boomerang for this area only. So I'll use here a data validation. DL. Sorry. DL. So its name you remember boom RNG. Okay. Accepted. Oh, sorry. What was the name of this? DL. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put a equal. That's why it was an error. I made to put an equal starting because so that it will understand. Na, that's an formula. It's not just a text. So now I say Vlookup this, and you remember its name was given TDL. Okay, so simply VTDL. Sorry. So you can find this name manager. You can see it look like a table. Okay. So it means that it's a name manager area. Easy to identify for you. And name column number, it's a price is 4. And then I press 0 and enter. So then make it multiplied by this and multiply by this. We look up as a formula element for for name manager. It's a two-way. You can go to the formula bar here, or very simply press Ctrl plus F3. Name manager would be automatically come up. Okay. Boomerang, unit, and total. So now talking to about the next, it's a formula element. So formula element, it means that we are using the VLOOKUP inside here. Now our next element is here. Now this table is it's a vertical table. Vertical table, it means the all records is aligned as a horizontal. Like it's a complete record in a row wise. Okay, but the same thing can be done in a horizontal mode. Horizontal mode, like now, earlier header was in a column, but now header is in the row basis. Notice it. Okay. And now one record in this way, like a balloon, part number, flight, and price. It's a horizontal. So it's called as a Hlookup because you are going up to the downwards. Like if someone asked, what is the price for the Carlota? Then you will see here and you will go to the downward. That is called as a Hlookup. Same. So if you remember when you say about a Vlookup, Vlookup, it's a talk about a table array, column index. Remember it, column index, okay? But when you apply the formula Hlookup, it will ask a row index. Remember this, okay? Now it's a, if you see my mouse, it's a column index number with a Vlookup, but I have to apply Hlookup. Exactly formula is the similar, only difference is that see here, now it's a row index. Rest of the things is the same. So lookup value is here and table array is this. And now row index. So we are talking about the price. Boomerang here and you want the price. So boomerang is here, first column, first row number. So counting from here, do not say it's a 41 row number. Always need to start from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and price is 4. Press enter. Carlota, which is this? Perfect. So now it's good if you understand. If any confusion, ask me here. If you try to change here, then automatically it will be changed. Now, if I say try fly, it's working fine.
Yeah.
So now,
yeah,
I hope it's clear to you. And now go to the approximate. Okay. So by now, I said you to use a Vlookup as always. Talking about the last parameter, which was always true. Sorry, false. But here you will understand why I say to be true, why I say to be false. Okay. So see, this is in a table, and it's just for an explanation part. Okay. Explanation part. And here is the sales amount. Here is a category. Here is a commission. Okay. So exactly what happens, if I ask you to put a Vlookup and tell me if someone sells 800, what would be their commission? Because there is not existing 800 in this sales amount. So you can't tell someone how much commission they are getting. But in real life, what happens? Commission would be paid any person to the lower limit of the upper limit. Lower limit of upper limit, it means like someone is like I'm saying 1500. Someone is selling 1500. So this commission would comes under this thousands.
Yes.
Because after the thousands there are 2500. So 2500
yes.
is not being achieved. So until you do not achieve, then your commission will be paid to that's a lower limit. Whether it's a 1500, then it's a lower limit would be thousands. Okay. Immediate lower limit. So they must be paid $20. So this thing can be also done using the Vlookup. A Vlookup always, when we say true, it will tell you, it will take you to the lower limit of the maximum value. I'm showing you how that works. So try to understand this. This is for your understanding purpose. So suppose someone is making any sales which is 0 or greater than 0 and less than thousands, then their commission would be $0. It means like someone, its sales amount is 500, then again their commission would be $0. 900, then again $0. Okay. 999, again $0.
Zero.
If someone, because it's less than 1000, so if someone paid thousands, then thousands, it's less than, so it's not be calculated this time, this, because there if you see that it's the equal sign also ना. मेरा कहने का मतलब अगर वो 1000 हो या 1000 से बड़ा हो, है ना, इक्वल एंड ग्रेटर दोनों है.
Correct.
Yeah. So we will use this way. So if someone is making $1,000, then their commission would be $20 till 2,500, less than 2,500. So this commission would be 20. If someone is making 2,500, then here it's an equal or greater, then that commission would be paid $100 till 7,000 and so on. So now I will use exact match. Okay. Oh, sorry, false match. So now, yeah, I see here commission. So I will select this area. I hope you understand why I'm selecting this area.
Yes.
I'm not selecting this area. It's not for our use. It's just an explanation. And our thing is that I already said our lookup value area must be the first area to be selected. So we are calculating over the sales amount. This is the first area from we select the range to the right side. Okay. Now I am saying commission paid, which is the column number 3rd. Okay. This is the column number 1st. This is the column number 2 and 3rd for this area. And now if I say 0, it will not give you an output. Because 0, it means exact match. So this value must be exactly in your tables. So now if I say 1,000, then it will give you an output because it's looking for exact value. But now I'm saying that commission may be not exactly always the same. So I will say here true. True or 1, both are the same.
Yes.
So when you say the true, it means that it will try to check here, it's 1,000, so it will check the respective matching value. But when I say like 1,800, so 1,800, it will check that like it's greater than 1,000, but yeah, there is no 1,800. So it will again tell you this value.
Yeah.
So now if I say like 5,000, now it will tell you this value again. Because it's not 7,000, so its lower value would be 2,500. So accordingly, it will give you this value.
So if I can say, we will use 0 for 0 or false for exact match, 1 or 2 for within a range.
1 or 2, I'm not getting what's a 1 or 2.
1 or true. True.
Yeah.
So range यहाँ से यहाँ तक range के लिए we will use true.
नहीं. यहाँ पे जो हम true लिख रहे हैं ना, इसे हम 1 भी लिख सकते हैं.
That's what 1 or the word true, but that is for a range. यहाँ से यहाँ तक any number it will choose in the range.
नहीं, ये जो true और false जो मैं लिख रहा हूँ ना, ये true और false exact match के लिए लिख रहा हूँ मैं.
But true में ना, it will take from 1,001 till 2,499.
देखो आप समझने की कोशिश करो. Approximate का मतलब होता है near about, है ना?
This is not approximate. So from 1,001 up to 2,499, within that range, it will take any number, na?
Are you talking about this value?
Yeah.
So what you are saying? Sorry. Say again.
Okay. I was trying to clarify with you my understanding.
Yeah.
So we will use 1 or true when it has to select within a range.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
देखो, it's not any. It has nothing got to do with the range. Okay.
Okay.
So normally try to remember earlier, how do you apply the Vlookup?
Yes.
Now I say here like I'm writing here. So simply I use a Vlookup this way. It's talking about earlier lookup, okay? Just forget right now what you learned, okay?
Yes.
So take a range, okay? Any confusion with the range?
No.
For commission paid, I will take, this is column number 1, it would be column number 2, and it would be column number 3.
Yes.
So I will take here column number 3. Earlier, I said to put always a 0 here,
0.
okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it will become NA.
Yeah, because it tried to search
Exact number.
6500 exactly, but it was not able to find here. So it's an error, okay?
Yes.
But when I say here 1,
Yes.
1, if I say 0, 0 means exact match, okay?
Yes.
I write down here.
No, I understood.
Okay, you understand? So, so now I'm saying I do not want an exact match because I want to have some calculation. It's easy to understand, not any concept here behind that.
Yes. Yes.
Because so I say here 1. 1 means it means that it will give you the value accordingly. It's a matching here to the lower limit. So like if you see here, try to 6500. So 6500 is lower than this value. 2500, okay? Right, are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you try to find out where is the 6500 in this range, so you will not find exactly 6500, not here, but you can find here this value. Yeah, this value is approximate to the 7000s, but less than 2500. Okay, so I'm saying it will always go to the lower value, which is the lower value is just immediate of the lower value, okay? Just immediate of the 7000s, lower value is the 2500. Or very simply, you can understand just more value, bigger value, just lower value to this value. Okay, just lower value to this value is the perfectly, it's a 2500. So it will give you this output, okay?
Oh, thank you.
But if only works when you say here 1 or true, then it will work in this way, just lower value of this. Okay.
Got it.
If not, again I'll explain in the different way.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Understood.
Similarly, you can apply this concept also like a grading system. And one thing, when you apply this true and false, keep in mind this data always be sorted in an ordered way. In ascending order. Okay. If you make in a descending order, then it will not give you proper output.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you make it a descending order, then it will give you in a reverse way. Like if you give here 6, if you make it in, I show you here. And now I do sorting here. I say here largest to smallest. Okay. And now I try to show you 65. Okay. You remember now I have to do here a true match. Not 0, na? Is it correct?
Yeah.
So now you see that this is giving you incorrect output.
Yes.
However, I applied a approximate, which is the 1. That's why I'm saying data must be sorted in an ascending order. Okay. So now automatically it's corrected when I make it again ordered in a way. Okay. So the same thing you can achieve I'm trying to show you in a different another example. It's a mark sheet. So here is some concept like yeah, it's a annual exams result. So like there is some name and there is the marks and there is a grading. Like I give here. I say here 50, 80, and 15, 69, and I again say 45. Okay. So now you have to put here a grading. Okay. So there is a concept that you have to use that. That is the condition, marks condition. Okay. And it's a grading. Accordingly, you have to set a grading parameter. So suppose if someone is 0 or C here,
Yeah.
so see here, any person which is the 0 number, it means automatically lower value, upper to the lower value. Yeah, it would be failed. If someone which is the 33, 34, because 33, 33, you know, it's also failed.
Yes.
If I say in my state, if there is any exam for general
35
perspective,
and above.
yeah, 100 of the 33rd count, you have to any numbers of the part third one you have to achieve to be passed, more than that. Okay. So if someone, so in my state, passing marks always more than 33 plus. So if someone pass against 34 number, that means it pass. If someone gets 33 number, it means that person is the failed. Okay. So that person would be called as the third division. Okay. So again, if someone get 48, then it's a second division. Anybody 60, then it's a first division. Okay. So can you notice it's in an ordered way, and
Yes.
I have to apply the same logic here.
Yes.
I see how do I achieve that. I say here Vlookup and take the lookup value. It's R grading system, and this condition must be evaluated here, comma, and column number must be 2. Okay, column number 2 for grading. And now again I will say approximate match. Okay, which is the true, and put here. So now you can see that it's working well.
Yeah, you put some dollar symbol.
Yeah, I'm telling you why I applied the dollar symbol.
Okay.
So now you see here it's a failed.
Yeah.
It's working perfectly, na?
Mm.
No need to multiple if condition. So I'm saying why you said why I applied a dollar symbol. Okay. So see here, here is a formula, and I press from my keyboard F2. This is again fixed. This location is here fixed. If I say here and I press here, its location is fixed. What happens if I'm not using the dollar symbol? I remove the dollar symbol. See here. Now dollar symbol is been removed. Okay. And now I drag the formula. So see what happened. Yeah. This is happened because the range has been moving. Okay, it's a one cell moved downwards because my formula when go to the downwards that also move to the downwards. That's why reference got failed.
Got
Because 15 is not able to find here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
15 is greater than 0 but less than 34. So it's not finding. That's why it's a hash NA because it's not able to find. So to log the area so that it would not move, so I will use dollar symbol. So I'm saying that column also not must be moved, nor must move to the row. Row and column I want to fix here. If manually I do that, then it will work. I manually put its a position, but everyone I have to do the manually. I drag it back. So now best idea is that make it a dollar symbol. You know how make a dollar symbol? I press F4 from my keyboard to that range. I am selecting M2 to N5 manually from keyboard, and I am pressing F4. This F4 from function key from our keyboard. Okay, or you can manually write dollar with your keyboard. So see here how it's a dollar is being applied. Once I click, then you, oh sorry, function key. Oh, sorry, I have to select that. Yeah. Now press F4. Then you notice it's a dollar is added before M, before 2. M stand for the column, you know that.
Yeah.
2 stand for the row number, which is here.
Yeah.
So it means row and column both are the
locked.
fixed. So this point again n column, this is the end point. So that is also being fixed. Now again I make press, then you will notice this time only row is been dollar. M has no dollar, N has also no dollar. So this time only row is being locked. Again I press, then it means only column has been locked, row are free. So it means that this will move to the downward because M or column are the same, but row are not fixed. Na? So we are able to move that in same column. You notice that M and N has the dollar, but row number 17 and 20 are free. So we are able to move that. So I'm saying that dollar must be applied to the everywhere, no need to move. Oh, sorry, conclusion. So just press enter and drag this formula and it will work fine. I hope you understand where we need to apply 0 and 1. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Thank you. Only this kind of the location you need to 0. Otherwise, everywhere mostly 90% you need to 0. So now that is the time you just asked how to get the value from a different sheet. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the sales amount. It's about talking about the commission. So table is here. Hannah? So you will simply write a formula. Lookup. Select the lookup value and range is here. Okay. Because accordingly this range we are going to do the calculation.
Just one doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do we have to select the whole table?
Whole table?
See that C parameter we are not using. Oh, because it is in between. Okay.
See here. Yeah. C parameter you are not using, but you always need to select the continuous range. Na?
Continuous range. Okay.
If you do not select that, then it would be a wrong way. Wrong way, why? Because you need always to select a continuous data. Okay. So now I'll say comma and column number must be 3, na?
Yeah.
And again 0, sorry, 1. Okay, because we are calculating the commission, na?
Yes.
So we need a true. So now you see that. So when you select the from a different sheet, so the range before you will notice the sheet name with the exclamation mark.
Yes.
Okay. So when you see that, then you will understand that, oh, this range is coming from the other
From
sheet.
a sheet.
Yeah. So 700. You can check here 11,000 this way.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
okay.
Can you show me one more time how to use the mouse from the different sheet?
Very simple, just nothing. Just see here. Again, I'm putting
Yeah.
here. Vlookup.
Yes.
I'm putting mouse here.
Yes.
Or you can write here manually, or yeah, I can write 11,000 manually, or I can say A3. Okay.
Yes. Clicking the cell is easy.
Yeah.
Then go to
And
the
go
next
to the
sheet.
approximate match here.
Yes.
See my mouse.
Yes.
On which sheet we have to go? We can go to that sheet. If I need to exact match any that sheet, but I have to need to go here. Nah?
Correct.
So I will select that range data. When you select the mouse, same as you select on that sheet. Okay. So automatically it will understand and it will take add the sheet name along with exclamation mark.
Okay.
Column number third.
Third.
And it's 1.
Sorry.
Okay. So it's a 700.
Okay.
And now it's for a different workbook, about a different workbook. Okay.
Okay.
Use a different workbook here.
Yeah.
And I will take that table on a different workbook.
Yes.
I paste it here. Okay. Easy to read you.
Yeah.
And I will try to show you simultaneously both. So it's no matter whether it's opening or not opening, where it's. I'm just trying to show you up front. That's why I made here. So this is the new and this is the our older. Okay.
Yeah.
So we look up this value.
A7.
It's also exactly to the sheet. No need to think extra. Just simply take your mouse, whether your sheet. So if my workbook is here, then I will do that. Suppose it's minimized. Okay. So I will go there and I will make it a maximize. Okay.
Yes.
So select that. Now you notice that before the sheet name and inside a square bracket, there is a sheet name. Sheet name is a book 4. Okay. Then after the sheet name and rest of the things same. And column number third. Okay. And here I will say comma true for exact match 1. Okay.
Okay.
Now press enter.
How did the dollar come here?
Dollar automatically comes when you select from the different workbook.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you want to remove, same way I said, press F4. Automatically it will be removed. 2 or 3 times. Press continuous. 1 not removed. Removed from the row, and now it's for column. Now it's totally removed. Again, if you press once, then again applied.
Understood.
But you have to prefer to use the dollar sign.
When it's from a different workbook.
Different workbook, by default, it's added. No need to do anything.
Correct.
But I'll show you again.
It is must to use the dollar from a different workbook.
Yeah.
Compulsory.
Yeah. So the same data is here. I'm not going to deal with that because already we have done. Nah? Same data here, na? So yes. I'm not going.
Yes.
So now we come here for a full record. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So see here, I'm going to apply the Vlookup in a 4-way. Okay. Earlier I was applying like column number 3, column number 4. Now this time we will not write down the manual. Okay. So I use a data validation so that no need to write down the long number of the numbers.
Correct. Source.
Yeah. Okay. Simply I will select as an input.
Yes.
Try to increase the font size so that you can read it easily. So now I'm talking about the last name. Okay.
Yeah.
So I say Vlookup this value and select the entire range. And when you deal about a range, you must be always have a dollar symbol. Later I'll explain again why I'm enforcing you to use a dollar symbol with a range. Okay. So last name would be column number 2. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. And approximate match, it means 0. Output is the perfect, which is this.
Yes.
Okay. But what happened, that may be an error if someone try to delete some column, someone try to add some columns, then that column must be column number 3rd. See here, added column, yeah, so name has been gone, no use of that.
Yes.
So avoid such a situation, I have some mechanism. Now it's here. So this 2, I'm going to bind this 2 with the column, okay, with a formula.
Okay.
So in Excel, there is a formula. There is a 2 formula, which is the column formula. See here, notice.
Yeah.
If you see column formula, there is a reference under the round bracket, square bracket, okay?
Yes.
So it means that it's optional. This parameter can be skipped. So if I skip this parameter, then it output would be give to the current column. Current column, it's a 9-number column. Notice it, okay? This is the 9 number, na? If you count A, B.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
But when I give any parameter, then it will give you the output of that column number. If suppose I say here D1, then it's a column number 4. And notice again here, when I say column, it asks only to as a reference, as a single reference, not asking multiple reference. Okay. But I have another thing, which is the columns. Columns, not column. So it's array. Array is multiple range or tables, or can be a range. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a different thing. Now you will understand why I'm saying what about the story behind the dollar. You will understand here. Okay. So firstly, I deal with the column. Now I show you via columns. Okay. Oh, sorry. Columns. Columns, it means like a notice here, I am selecting 2 things. It's A1 to B1, okay? So I am selecting 2 columns. It means its output would be 2. Notice here its output would be 2. If I expand this,
take all of them also. 5.
4, column number D itself 4, na? A, B, C, D. So it would be 4. So if I drag here, then you will see everywhere is 4. Notice here, because it's also moving to the same way my formula is moving. See here, my formula is now, notice here this area. It's a D column. Okay.
Yes.
D column. But when I move 1 column right side here, my formula also move to the right side 1 column only. So it moves D to E. Again, it also comes here to here. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not locked. It's a free. That's why it's moving.
Understood. Okay.
If it's moving, then our reference is not fixed.
Yes.
But I have to generate the number like this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm saying that I will use lock this. Press F4 from my keyboard. It's been locked. See here, column is also locked, row number is also locked. But here my main concern is to lock the column. It's nothing to do with this row number, but it's also okay if locked. Notice it. Now it will only this column, like column D, E, F, G, H, it would only increase. So accordingly, it will give you the increasing number, because one column we are going to the right side. So it will also increase one column. See here, I show you. Now see that.
Yeah.
Notice it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And see, this is
Correct.
fixed. But D column is not fixed. So D would be E. But A column always be fixed there at that position. So now you will notice 5 column. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5 column. When I go there, it's a 6 column till F. So are you understanding why I'm using $sign or not?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great. So now I show you the. So this is the column number 2, 3, 4. So I will say do here column number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I manually write down here.
Yeah.
This is the first way. So what I'm saying, parameter 2, and what I do that, firstly see that I'm not changing here, it's a manually written 2. So I copy this formula and I paste here, or I simply copy and paste all the range. But it's NA. You know why it's a,
2 is locked. It is referring to 2.
no, it's about the D4. Our lookup value is also being changed, na?
Okay.
Suppose if I'm here, it's a searching using this, okay? But when I come here, it's also moved because this is not locked.
Yeah. Understood.
So I have to lock that also.
Understood.
So that it would be also fixed. If any confusion, ask me, okay?
Yeah.
Because locking is
Sure.
so important, but it's a great if you can understand in a one day. Many people get confused in till 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah. Conceptually, I'm able to understand why we use that dollar, why that locking is important to for the reference.
Exactly. So now you will notice I copy here or drag here. It's the same way. Now my formula working. But one thing is that it's always telling is stack pole for also email because 2
correct.
is fixed. So I have to do that. This 2 is not going to use as this way. I'm going to use 2 as here. Okay. See the story behind that. My formula is here. Okay. My formula is here right now. Last. Can you notice that? Here. That is.
Yeah.
And you notice the B2 has not any dollar. So it means that when my formula go there for first is the column number 3rd, na? So B2 would be also free, which means that is the 2. This also would be moved to the C column automatically because it's not locked. So if now I drag this formula, it will work perfectly because it's not locked. So for this way, for this, it will become here, and for email, it will come here. For phone, it will come here. And now manually you can check that it's moving.
Yeah.
No need to write every column. Simply write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 their numbers and refer that without dollar, so that easily can be accessed. But if you make it a dollar, then it will not work.
The same thing will repeat.
Yeah. But thing is better, you have to put $1 for the row number, because suppose if I'm showing you why I'm saying, suppose I'm adding some row more. Okay. Now I say here another value I take here and I apply this. It's a reference error. Reference error because when this is my formula, which is row number 14, but when I'm applying formula is 15, then that column, which is the B, column B, it also gone to the downward. Okay. See here, that is also one row downwards, na? Hello.
Signal was poor. Kumar.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
So yeah. So I'm saying that one row also downwards, it's gone. This I'm talking about. Can you hear me? Sorry, can you listen?
Yes.
So because it's a row is free, that's why it's gone to the downward. So I have to do lock also the row number, which is 3. So in my earlier formula, I have to make a dollar symbol before the row. So it will keep on moving to the this way, but it will never come to the downward. Okay. So no issue, let it move to the column. Are you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So
But
again, again, both
different.
the column has the same value, because
Yeah.
see here, this value, sorry, for this is okay for this row number 14. But when I come to this value must be moved, but it's again referring to this, na? Because this lookup value has a dollar row
You
and
have to take the lock from.
I should not make everything. I should make only for I should release for the row number so that it can go to the formula.
Yes.
I remove here and I press enter. Now you will notice this time it will work perfectly. Oh, sorry. Now drag to the downward as much as you want. So if you give any other value, it will give you a proper output. Is it clear to you?
Yeah. Tomorrow I will.
Only 2 things. If you can, then I can. Otherwise, tomorrow it's fine. No issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So
video recording.
I'm sorry.
Practice in the.
Hima, I can.
If you send me a recording link.
Yeah, I will share your recording links. Okay.
Yes. Tomorrow morning is this.
Yeah, morning. What time?
I'll practice it on my own.
So tomorrow, what time you will connect?
Same time is okay for you, or you want to change time tomorrow?
I have no issue, man.
Then same time is fine.
Okay. Thank you, man. So
Thank
I'm
you so
sending
much.
you the sheet right now immediately over on your WhatsApp, and recording would be also uploaded. Then I will share you the link of the recording.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you.
Thank you.
During the day, sometime I'll practice it so that tomorrow when you start, I will be ready.
Yeah, sure. If any confusion, please let me know.
Okay. Thank you
for your time. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.